Yakoyama, hey, Wemi, Yakoyama, hey, Wemi, no neke, no nebai, Wemi, Asabasabo say, hey, hey, here was a bo, so I go, here goes Sasso.
What taking you what you fair? No matter what you fair. I got my domo share one now. Now I hear what to do. You would. No, never go. Ni ashia how. I can walk on. Ni ashia how. I hear what. I'm here, oh dear. But now, man say neighbor. Go for you. Mulatto. Neighbor. They can man be a trap. They can woman. They had one my daughter Yamadigan. What I want my what you fair. What you say? I can tell you, I never do one in your house. Now. Lemonade, a cafe to market by a chicken water. They have what to tell what you want you want to hear. What you levy, Sunday, bucket. I cannot get it. Netomano. Get any Netomano. Now, it's on the top of the boy want to know all your day. Like she wore up before you go on for us. What tell you Sunday, what you levy, what you bucket. I think about one year. You want to be I hear what you do. You am not only taro. Or you buy money, I can head off. You buy. Did you come a 10 tano? At the Supreme Court, they had judgment. Fair, to by Jane. You won't go down over like she is she. Get you a few war. What you become Lalu, I'm not used to bring to it. Got you a bear court to pay like Supreme Court to pay. When I get back with her, she could eat minute, ni Molato do it. A care. Ghana first Supreme Court energy Supreme Day. The president type of day. Not going to not get you put that. Now what Supreme Court speaker to not tell hey, the tunnel. Look at you, Jenna. I need. Let one man what tell what to what tell you what done is. I can go to our way. What to get it? What you put to our war. What to our way. Why you go? No way you gonna. Or no, what I go. What you what
This is in reaction to a press conference held by Empire Builders together with their sister company Trasalco, led by Ian Morris, who is their general manager, and Kwame Owusu Danzo. And today we want to set the record straight. The public is advised to ignore the press conference organized by workers of Empire Builders, led by their manager Ian Morris, during which they alleged an unlawful takeover of their land by Topkins Enterprise Limited with the assistance of the military, and arrogantly issued a 2-week ultimatum to government to intervene in the dispute with Topkins Enterprise Limited, failing which it will take the law into its own hands. Using his press conference as a waiver, thinking that the military who have come in under Operation Calm Life to deal with the works of Langadism would be pulled off for them to carry out this their nefarious attitude by coming in at the die hour of the night to pull down properties. Backdrop of this case, Topkins was a real estate developer, the fastest real estate developers in the days then. Topkins was dragged into a protracted litigation by Empire Builders spanning a period of 22 years and over, from the High Court to the Supreme Court, with Empire Builders losing at each stage of the litigation. It is interesting for us all to note that Empire Builders had been the plaintiff at every level. If not plaintiff, he is the appellant to all levels of this suit. Not satisfied with the outcome of the Supreme Court, Empire Builders commenced a fresh actions at the Accra High Court and Adenta concurrently. This was in 2021, alleging that Topkins is taking land not covered by the 1998 to 2020 suit, which ended in the Supreme Court. The 2021 suit, two were dismissed, and a further appeal to the Court of Appeal suffered the same fate. Throughout this lengthy dispute, Empire Builders Limited has engaged all the topmost law firms in Ghana with 3 of the most prestigious law firms representing them at the High Court at the same time. Empire Builders Limited has the financial clout to employ all the top lawyers in the country to seek legal redress in court for the allegation made in the press conference. Why is Empire Builders Limited not engaging lawyers to bring actions against Top Kings, but rather appealing to the president to intervene? Responding to the allegations of the Empire Builders Dr. Sako, 1. Responding to the fact from the press statement by Empire Builders, the litigation had always been that the land in question is owned by Teshin and not Nungwa. This has always been the claim of Empire Builders, which is Trasaku, which is the same person Waterville, which is the same person Isofoton. The land in dispute at the beginning of the suit was covering 1,800 acres, and I want to show that evidence here. Please permit me. We'll make copies of this available to the press. You can see on top it is Empire Builders Limited versus Top Kings Enterprise Limited. He came to court claiming that we have trespassed over this land. The bridge you use in entering this property was demolished by Empire Builders, and there was no access to this place. All the bare land you are seeing by you were full of buildings that Top Kings had put up, and Empire Builders pulled each and every one of them down. This is the High Court's rate. We'll make it available to the press. It will interest the public to note that all the above claims they were making in their press conference was covered in the High Court judgment through to the Supreme Court. We'll make available copies to the press today. Conflicting to their paragraph 9 and 10, purporting to lease granted by the government and Nwastu, whilst the same land was being litigated in the appeals court and further to the Supreme Court. Empire Builders was in court but was claiming that he has gone for fresh leases and those leases should be considered. We want the public to note that we never pronounced, there was never a period that Empire Builders was pronounced as owners of 402 acres of land. Permit me to read portions of the appeals court judgment. Page 15 of the judgment, the last paragraph states, it is very striking for all to hear this. The last paragraph of page 15 of the appeals court judgment states, the fifth grounds of appeal of the trial was that the trial judge dismissing the plaintiff appellant's claim for declaration of title, yet ruling that plaintiff was entitled to possessing other land not claimed by defendants to respondent. We notice from the record of proceedings on the 27th of March 2001, the plaintiff appellant was granted leave to amend her claim to include claim of portions. The amended writ of summons was however filed on 23rd of January 2002. Order 18 Rule 7, this is the appeals court judgment, of the Civil Proceedings Rule LN 140A of 1954 provides that if a party who has obtained an order for leave to amend does not amend accordingly within the time for the purpose by which the order was given, or if no time is hereby limited, then within 14 days from the date of the order, such order to amend on the expiration of such limited time aforesaid, or 14 days as the case may become ipso facto void, unless the time is extended by the court or a judge. On Thursday, February 2nd, 2023, Empire Builders, led by its manager, I. Morris, and his brother, assembled a group of hoodlums and land guard at Trasaco Estate, armed with a tag with automatic rifles, mobilized a couple of excavators, and went on demolition spree of properties and fence wall built by the grantors of Top Kings Limited and people who are beneficiaries of this judgment on its land at Borteyman and Adjiriganor. This operation was led by one self-styled Dr. Borteyman of CPS Security. A case has been lodged at the East Legon Police Station following the incident. Our lawyers have also been instructed to pursue other appropriate legal remedies for the unlawful conduct by empire builders. These activities of empire builders has been petitioned to the National Security, NIB, and military intelligence. We want to waive the fear of all property owners to freely deal with Top Kings Enterprise Limited and Nwas too, as the rightful owners of the land in question. We want all to note that the property is plotted in the name of Top Kings and Nwas too. Property owners within Trasaco Estate should not fall victim of the palpable lies of empire builders. They should take steps to confirm the true ownership of the land on which they have their buildings and take appropriate steps to see the Nwas to regularize. Find attached all the rulings of this court. We are not aware if the government has responsibility, yet the press statement by clearly empire builders that the state should come in and intervene in this matter. It is obvious that they do not have any merit in its claim, and no court will entertain any longer their suit. Land disputes are resolved at the court and not by press conference or the intervention of the president. Ladies and gentlemen, the rule of law must prevail. God bless our homeland, Ghana.